Got the weekend off work, and judging by the wind blowing the trees, it's a no drone flying day today, yet again, here in the UK. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Hi everyone, this will be a first today for me because I'm actually filming in 4K. Never done that before. It's normally 1080p, which it's not a review, this video as such. I'm just going to do a little bit of yabbling. If anybody finds it interesting, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. But today, I'm not sure what the date is. It's Saturday. Hang on, I've got my watch on. Saturday the 11th of June. Here's my little drone, my DJI SE, Mini SE. I was hoping to fly it because I haven't flown it for a few days, probably maybe a week, I'm not sure, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I was looking forward to it. Charged all the batteries up. I bought a spare battery for £50, and I paid £269 for this drone, and according to the log files, I've flown it 18 times since I've owned it. I'm not sure what date it was that I got it. I'm sure I could put it on the screen somewhere. So I bought the drone a bit blind because I do have one somewhere that I've had for years, and I did have a DJI Vision, a great big thing. About 7 years ago I had a massive one, and previous to that there wasn't so many rules and regulations when I had that then, and obviously since people have been causing chaos at airports, etc., they brought rules, regulations and restrictions and loads of stuff in. But this one, the 249 gram one, I didn't go in. I went into it all buying this a bit blind. I didn't read all the rules and regulations at the time. I bought it and then thought, I watched a few videos by somebody called DJ Audits, and he flies over police stations and various places, and I thought, well, the restrictions can't be that bad on a 249 gram drone. So I bought this one, and then I read up on the rules and regulations and the restrictions and what you can do and what you can't do, and I went online and I registered it. I got my operator ID, which cost £10, and while I was there I took the Flyer ID, which is a test of 40 questions, and you're allowed to get up to 10 wrong and then you pass. Some people call it a flyer license. I don't believe it is, but as I say, today I was hoping on flying this. Instead of, it's very high winds, rain at times, not much rain, but very, very high winds, blustery winds. It goes calm and all of a sudden really violent, enough to blow your hat off, which I normally wear, but in my spare time I've not flown my drone. I've done other things that I've been promising myself to do for the last month. Getting my hair cut was one. To hide my bad hair day, I normally have a peak cap on, which creates big dark spots underneath, so you can't see your eyes. So we haven't got that problem today, and as I say, this is the first time I've filmed anything in 4K. Somewhere down here you'll see a, looks like a dead hamster or something, strung onto me, strung onto one of these, and hopefully you can't hear my old 80s stereo that I do use regular. I'm in my untidy man cave, but I have spent a good 3 hours in here today putting shelves up and tidying bits. I've got loads of painting, I've got loads of jobs to do, but that's not why we did this video. I'm hoping you can't hear the stereo because I'll get flagged for copyright. I can just hear it mildly in the background, very quietly, so hopefully this mic is not picking it up. So where did I get to? Right, I've had this, I don't know how long, maybe 5 weeks, I'm not sure. I'll put the date on when I bought it. £269 UK from Argos, and I'm more than happy with it. And then greed sets in, and then you see other people's videos and you want the bigger, better deal. And the way the law is at the moment regarding flying these drones, this particular weight, below 250 grams, you have to fly it in line of sight. So in other words, you can't sit in your car in a car park legally and fly over housing estate out of sight somewhere behind you or any direction. you've got to be able to see the drone at all times. So I'll try and abide by the rules, because if everybody does this, then they won't put even tighter legislation. It'll get to the point, if we get the idiots doing what they shouldn't do, then nobody will be flying them around without getting themselves into trouble. So I like to try and stay above the law and do what they request. So I bought this, and then I started watching YouTube videos. I spend a long time watching YouTube videos, hours and hours. It's sort of my TV. It's getting bad for the adverts. I did pay I think it was £14 a month to have advert-free YouTube, but I thought, that's a swizz. I shouldn't have to give them any money. It was YouTube when I first started watching it, but now it's all adverts. And I can honestly say, I don't know if you're like me, I never sit there and watch any advert and go, oh, I'm going to go out and buy one of those. I've never seen any advert what's persuaded me or swayed my judgment to buy anything I've ever seen advertised. Never, ever, nor on TV adverts. So, I don't know. To me, all these adverts are totally wasted. They'd be better off spending the money somewhere else. But there you go, that's only my point of view. So, I was going to buy the Mini 2. Because in several ways, I suppose it's a better drone than this one. One being that this uses enhanced Wi-Fi between the controller and the drone. I can't remember the word, what it's called. I'm terrible at remembering certain things. But they don't have enhanced Wi-Fi. So I was going to buy one. I was all set to buy one. I got the money to buy one. And my wife says, oh, when you go to work and while I'm out at work, I'll get you that drone. And I thought about it. I thought, no, I'm quite happy with this one. I've not had any near misses with it. It's lost its signal once out of 18 flights, and that was when I was flying over power lines. And it returned home. There was no panic. I've not collided with anything. I've not brushed the blades with anything. They're the ones I bought with it. And apparently I've flown it according to the log files you get on the DJI app. I've flown something like 7.5 miles with this since I've had it so far. As I say, I bought a spare battery. I weighed my old drone, which is up here above me, which is a lot bigger than this one, and I really did think, excuse me a second, I really did think that this one was going to be much, much heavier. It's not that much bigger. No, it's not really, is it? I thought it was. My memory was telling me it was a lot bigger than that, but this one doesn't fold up. But I've had this for a few years. It's very difficult to fly. It's not GPS. It's a hands-on thing. With the DJI, if you let go of the controller or even put the controller on the floor, it just stays hovering wherever you left it. This one is a full hands-on job, and you've got to be in a wide awake club to fly this. When I say I've crashed it, I haven't run it into a wall or anything, or it hasn't had any bad impacts, but it has touched things while it's been flying, and there's a few very slight marks, but they're the original propellers. I've had this about 8 years, this one. Never lost it. So, rubbish camera, absolute rubbish the camera is on it. I think it's 720. It's, yeah, rubbish. And it's what you can see with your eyes. It isn't flown with your controller looking through any screen of what the camera sees. This is as you see the drone with your own eyes. If you can't see it, you've definitely lost it. I'll put that back. Probably never fly it again. Who knows? But I was all set anyway, and my wife was going to pick me one of these up, and I rang her up and says, don't bother, I'm going to buy something else with the money. Which brings me to today's video. Well, let's put the old drone out of the way where I won't knock it off and damage it. So for my videos, I've got another video YouTube channel that I've had for, I don't know, possibly 3 years, mainly featuring air rifles and target shooting. Nothing, no animals ever injured, killed or shot at, just targets. And I believe, I looked earlier today, because I don't check that channel, I haven't put any content on there for quite some time. I believe I've got about 1,290 subscribers, so 1,290 subscribers, and that's my name. The channel is called My Name. I'll put that on the screen if anybody's interested. I think if you delve through my videos, there's a lot of CB related videos. I went through a time of making CB, buying new CBs and reviewing them, because I was a CBer for many years, since I was a young lad till about 3 years ago, and I sort of packed it in. So for many years on the CB. So I've got some reviews of CB. I'm not going to say they're fantastic reviews. There's also reviews of watches, because I'm a bit of a watchman. I've got 36 watches at the moment in my collection. I'm trying to avoid YouTube videos of people I usually watch. It gets an expensive hobby buying watches, so I've given up on that one for the meantime. I haven't made any air rifle videos for probably, I don't know, 7 months or so. I've not put anything on that channel, any content. So I must update that and make a video and put it on there. But as I say, today's video, it's not actually a review. It's the first time I've recorded anything in 4K. In the past few years, this camera here, this Panasonic camcorder type camera, it's full HD, 1080. It doesn't do 2.7 or 4K. I've owned this camera for 14 years. It's always been perfect. It's never played up. It's been completely faultless. And it's a HC V110. It's got a fantastic zoom lens on it. And as I say, it's been completely faultless, this camera. It's been fantastic. So I thought, with the money that I was going to spend on a DJI Mini 2, it's time I updated my camera. Not, you know, like I say, this works perfect, but it's 1080 HD. And I bought it initially not for making YouTube videos, because back then, I'm not sure what year the YouTube establishment was invented and people were putting videos on. I'll have to look it up. I'm getting old, you see. I'm 58 now. It's my birthday last month. But yeah, so I'm not sure. I know I've had this 14 years. It hasn't got a mark on it. I've took it on. I bought it initially for holidays, not for YouTube, for weekend breaks and when we go away for a week's holiday. And it's been an absolute fantastic camera. It's got quite a lot of features that I do like, and compared to today's modern technology, it's got a lot of things missing. It's got no stabilisation. It hasn't got a mic socket. So if you're in windy conditions, you can't stick a little lavalier mic there, you know, like this one with a little dead hamster on top to kill the wind noise. None of that. What I do like about it, it's got a removable battery, and this battery is the original battery from 14 years ago. Even that's never played up, and it's been faultless. It's got a fantastic zoom. It's very powerful, but you do need it on a tripod. I think it takes okay photos. I can't remember how many megapixels. But if you want to do any serious stuff with it, you have to work around the camera. So my son, for my birthday, a couple of years ago, bought me this Zoom H1 handy recorder. And you can plug a lavalier mic in this, and it's quite good. So when I'm on my motorbike, stick that in my pocket, put the little mic up the side into my helmet. So that was that. So that complemented this camera. As I say, no stabilisation, and too big to use on a motorbike. Wouldn't be a good idea. So, as I say, getting back to the drone business, I was all set for buying the Mini 2, and then I had a brainwave and thought, no, I'll buy a camera. So I studied YouTube videos and reviews on cameras for a long time. Possibly, or I don't know, I must have watched probably 50 videos. I must have watched something like 7 hours footage over a period of a week. Shall I buy a DSLR? Shall I buy a mirrorless camera? Shall I buy a compact camera? Shall I buy the more up-to-date version of this, because it does exist, a 4K version of this? And I'm quite sure that I probably would have been happy with it, to be fair, about 600 UK pounds. I can't remember the model number, but I did look into it. And to fill the gap, I bought this a while ago. This is a Praktica Z360. It's a 360 degree camera. While I'm talking, I will put some footage up, but I don't see it as a gimmick. They do have their uses, but not something I use very often. which is why I bought the cheaper option, because this is £119. I didn't buy the more expensive, I can't even remember what it's called, but I never even entertained buying that. I bought this and I'm more than happy with the results. It's perfect. It's not waterproof, however, and it does lack stabilisation. It hasn't got an external battery, the battery's built in, so you've only got what you go out with when it's fully charged, unless you've got one of those power banks to recharge it between shots. But that will come in handy, and I have used it on my motorbike and I've used it on my mountain bike. So hopefully while I've been talking now, I would have put some footage in the corner somewhere. I think that's 5k, but because it's 360-degree angle, if you divide it up by the angle you're viewing when you edit, it works out not to be anywhere near 5k, not even probably not even 3k or 2.7. I did probably 8 months ago. I got a good deal and I had to travel about 70 miles to an Argos nowhere near me. I had to go to Milton Keynes, I think it was 60 something miles, and I bought the DJI Osmo Action, I think it was called. I don't know why, but I didn't use it very often, but I did think it was a fantastic bit of kit. I bought this cheap 4K camera that I do use, and it was £48, and it's a SJ Cam. This one hooks up to your phone, so you can, when you're on your motorbike, if this is on the side of your crash helmet, you can look through your phone to adjust the position of it till you get it correct for the view that you want. So I have used this several times, and I will use it many more times to come, and it's been reliable so far. 48 quid. That one there, 119 quid. I'm not a tight git, I just like to not spend more money than I actually have to. So getting back to the camera scenario, this one, I decided with the spare cash that I had, I would upgrade my camera. Anyway, to cut a very, very long story short, because this video is going on now and you must be bored, I bought the DJI Pocket 2. Little thing with a 3-axis gimbal. I'll put a picture of it. I'm using it to video me with at the moment. And I bought the Creator Combo Pack, which turned out to be £487.39. I know that because I've got it wrote down. My drone from Argos, also Argos by the way, I bought both of these from Argos. That was £269, worth every penny in my opinion. This comes with a spare set of rotors, a screwdriver, the leads. I should have got the remote control to show you as well, but there's plenty of reviews online to see what you get for your money. But I really do think this is fantastic value for money. And the battery was £50, a spare battery. Now on my other drone I used to own about 5 years ago, the Vision 2, great big thing, size of a dinner plate. Battery for that I believe was £127 for a new battery for that one, and they only lasted about 17 minutes. So getting back to the camera, I bought the DJI Pocket 2 after many hours of filtering through, as I say, YouTube videos, and I think it will fit my requirements, and it just fit my budget. As I say, it was 487 UK pounds at Argos. For that you get the Wi-Fi, they call it a something handle. It allows you to plug a lavalier mic in it. It connects Wi-Fi wirelessly through Wi-Fi to your phone, so you can hold your phone in one hand while you're looking at the screen, or you can, I've got it in a holder at the moment which attaches the phone to the actual camera, so I'm looking at myself on the screen. If I turn this on, if I turn this one on and flip the screen round, you'll get the idea what I mean. That's it. Hang on. Very unprofessional, my videos, aren't they? That's it. So instead of buying a drone, I bought the camera, and I'll put a picture of the box. I'm not going to do a review on it because there's many reviews on YouTube that are far better than I could ever create. Go into great detail, and this, it does face tracking. You can have full manual exposure settings. You can have it fully automatic. But since having it, I've already spent a small fortune. I bought a nice little zip up box to put the camera in with all its accessories. I bought the holder that I'm using at the moment. I'll show you a picture of that somewhere. What else did I buy? I bought a holder that allows me to put the camera in and attach it to the handlebars on my motorcycle. I've not yet done a video of that. I've not been on my motorcycle with this weather that we've had. It's been terrible over the last few days. So I will at some point fit it to the handlebars, face me, face the way I'm going, and see how good that is. It should be fairly smooth because, as I say, it's got a gimbal on it. It does slow motion. Part of my job where I work, I'm a handyman in a 3-story building. It was a bit like a call centre, but it actually isn't a call centre. There is lots of ladies with headsets on talking to customers, but it's not actually a call centre. But I'm the handyman there, been there 4.5 years. And I took my camera there the other day and I was servicing one of the coffee machines, one of my jobs of many. And I set the camera up next to it where I was filling the beans up, the coffee beans, and I put it in slow motion. For some strange reason I was getting a flickering off the overhead lights, and I have set the camera settings to 50 Hertz for the UK and not 60 as in America, because their voltage is different to ours. We're on what, 220, 230 I think it is. I believe America's on 110, so it's like anti-flicker. So as I say, I had it on 50 Hertz, but for some reason to my eyes wasn't flickering at all, but it spoilt my video. But it doesn't matter, I'll suss it out in the future. This is a handy thing, this microphone, if I can hide it somewhere, put it possibly on the inside so you can't see it. Hopefully it's picked the audio up quite well. I can see the audio level while I'm talking on the phone. And as I say, first time I've got 4K footage, so I hope it looks okay. You'll be able to see all the lines in my face, my wrinkles, and I'll probably look 10 years older than I did in the last video. But thanks for looking. Any comments, suggestions, remarks, apart from clear off, your videos are rubbish, please put in the comments. Thumb up, thumb down if you didn't like it. And hopefully the next time I catch you, it will be using my drone. I'm not sure where I'm going to film, but I have got a few places in mind. And I can use my camera for the B-roll on the way there, or doing a selfie, you know, etc. So take care everybody. Thanks for watching this probably boring video. And it gives me a chance to use the new editing software, which is free by the way. No, I can't remember the name of it. I've only used it about 15 times. I'm learning that. It's free to download, open source. And there's plenty of online videos to explain how it works. It's fantastic for free. You don't get a lot for nothing in this world, it seems, but that really is good. Take care everybody till the next one. Shane, Motorcycles and Things. Bye for now.